We booped.
Start. Oh.
Hi.
Hello. It's the Rock Brigade. I'm Robin.
I'm Abby.
I'm Yasmin.
Welcome back to the Brigade, guys. It's been a very...
Very, very long time since we did a review.
Oh, yeah, and right now I really feel like I need a nap. I need to go lie down, because, God, that was a lot to take in.
So, we just watched Netflix's Death Note.
Because, and if you have wanted to know our feelings about that, you can...
Or mine, at least.
Yeah, I was going to say, you can pretty much go to Robin's spiel.
I reviewed the trailer, which is not something I normally do, because I feel like, oh, give it a shot. But the trailer was so different. And it needed that many O's to show you how different it was. From the anime...
I thought we would put like a few more O's in there.
The anime and the manga. And there were actually 2 movies made of Death Note in Japan.
There's like this weird live-action 2005 version. I've seen that. That thing's like weird.
It's weird.
It's weird in Death Note standards.
It's weird, but it was better than this. And I didn't like those because they changed too much of the plot. Like, the plot was good. Just do that.
How about you just don't do it at all? That's a good idea, right?
Warner Brothers, like halfway through the production, was like, yeah, we don't want it anymore. Netflix is like, snatch, it's ours now! Like, ha 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 ha.
And then Netflix is like, I'll have one fuck me up, fam. And that's what we got.
Yeah. Except for Willem Dafoe, we could.
He was the best.
Willem, whatever your name is.
He was easily the best part of this.
That's just honest. I just like.
He was so sinister and creepy and just.
I loved his stupid face.
I love your stupid face.
And of course he did all the mocap work for it, which makes sense because he definitely had the Ryuk looking face.
Yeah.
Let's be honest, have you seen Willem Dafoe smile? Just creepily?
Even a nice smile from him is a creepy smile from anyone
Just you look at his
else.
creepy smile, it's like, yeah, that is pure like death demon right there.
Yeah. There was a lot of stuff that they changed, and of course I hated all of that.
This has been getting like really mixed reviews. Like some people hated it, some people liked it.
Why don't we start with the person who has not seen much at all?
That is me.
Happy.
It's just me because I just got. It's not that I didn't like it. It's just that it weirded me out in a weird way that wasn't comfortable. If that makes sense.
My biggest problems were the overly gruesome deaths that they didn't have in the series. Like people died by heart attacks, and that was that.
You probably only saw like maybe 2 people in this die from heart attack.
No, you didn't.
You didn't see one.
You didn't see a single one.
What about the FBI agent dude?
No, he jumped off the roof.
He had a heart attack first. Well, the first one
okay,
did.
okay. The one we saw.
The one that had the heart attack. One
died.
of them did. I don't really know why the others.
And the weird montages of that
them
Mia
kissing.
and Light making out and killing people. Like, what the heck was
This
that?
is their date nights. This is what date nights are comprised of.
Nothing's more
killing
romantic.
people. TV,
It just
pizza,
made
and
me
just
go
murder.
Because it was so freaking weird. It was just so weird. I didn't like that. I didn't enjoy watching that. It made me want to, like, cringe away from society. Like, that was bad.
It wasn't as scary as I thought it was going to be.
It wasn't scary, but it was just...
This is, like, not rated on Netflix. I'm like,
no.
What?
It's TV mature.
TV mature. It said not rated.
TV mature.
It's a liar. It lied.
It was bad.
I liked how on some websites how the people were rating it. A social media network said it was worse, where a parents network that reviewed it said it was perfectly fine. I'm just like, that right there is hilarious. Like, a parent thinks it's not as bad as a social media teen site. Like, the teen site's trying to be edgy and saying, it's so bad. No.
Yeah.
I'm gonna trust the parents more on this one.
Yeah, I think the parent, I don't know. 13-year-olds are... They're grown. They're grown enough.
They're grown-ass people. We don't have to judge them.
I feel like Light Yagami would have hated Light Turner.
Who?
Yeah. His name in the manga.
You guys have to remember, I have not read the original manga or watched the original series of this, so I only know, like, pretty much the gist of everything.
But Light Yagami was much smarter. Much handsomer, sorry.
Wait, they changed his last name?
Yeah.
Because they made him a white
They made everyone white!
Except for the one person who in the series
was actually British.
Yeah, who was white. So they made that guy Japanese, I guess, because...
Really, Netflix, you're whitewashing? What is wrong with you? Because we need the American interpretation.
Watari wasn't his name. And that was like, it was pretty obvious that wasn't his name. So Kira couldn't do anything to go after him.
Wah, wah.
in this, it was his real name, and then he uses it to kill him. Like, what the heck?
It's so confusing.
If I was working with L, I would totally choose a fake name.
I mean, why
I'm
is
sorry.
it L again?
So he could not die.
Yeah, no, I know that, but why the letter L?
Yeah, why not H?
There's no reason. It was just the letter L.
I don't know.
I mean, the creators just said they picked one that seemed mysterious enough.
L
They were
is
gonna-
mysterious?
I guess.
No, it's not. That's the equivalent of A being mysterious from Pretty Little Liars.
Okay, then what's a mysterious letter, Abby?
X.
No! Okay.
X is a mysterious letter because it's an X. L is not. Blah.
I think it's fine. Any letter really would have done.
Yeah, we'll
I
call him
What
W.
about D?
T.
Oh, it's a mysterious letter.
Oh.
Oh.
I also hated how, like, cliche all their demon shots were. Like, when he gets the death note, there's thunder and lightning coming
It's
down
a
from
gift
the
from
sky.
hell. It's a gift from hell. In all honesty, I was expecting it to rain blood and the ground to
But
pop
that's
up
like, that's
guts
so
and
cliche
stuff.
from every scary movie from here to Kingdom Come. They all have thunder and lightning and,
And-
stupid.
When you touch the death note, you can see it.
Yeah, I didn't understand
Wait,
that.
what?
When you touch the death note, you could see Ryuk. So I don't
Yeah, he
understand.
could see him though.
But Mia couldn't or hear him. That was,
Plot.
that was what was really confusing. And also in the book, no two people used a death note at once.
Yeah, I knew that, and I didn't understand.
So I didn't
didn't
understand-
watch the full series. Even I understood that only one person could use it at a time. I don't know
Yeah.
why Mia could use it.
So either you gave it to someone or you kept it for yourself. You couldn't do both.
It's not
You
like a
can't
partner.
share.
It's not like a partner in crime type thing.
You can't share the death notes.
can't
I don't
share.
understand that. And I also don't. Ryuk was like evil in this, and he was way more neutral.
He was just funny to watch.
He was more likable in the books for sure.
Can we talk about how the fact that I mentioned this earlier, how Ryuk should have just been an actor in makeup?
Yeah, I would have liked that better.
I would have felt like that. Like, you could tell, like, there were some angles, especially in, like, the daytime when he was present. You're like, oh, dear God, that's a lot of CGI.
I feel like
Like,
they
the dark shots were a lot better. I feel like they honestly could have gotten an actor, put him on stilts or something, use CGI to make him taller or whatever, and it could have just been an actor in makeup.
It could have been Willem Dafoe in makeup.
Oh,
He
God,
could have done
yeah,
it.
it could have
It
totally
could've-
caught. He's not like
Special
he's not like at that age where he can't do physical performances anymore. I mean,
Yeah.
like, dear God, he could have
It
totally
could have
done
just
it.
been Willem Dafoe.
Oh, yeah, because obviously they did the mocap for his face because
Yeah.
he totally has that face.
Yeah.
But they could have put him. Special effects makeup has come such a long way.
Yeah.
If it had been silicone, they could have easily done all the porcupine spikes. It could have been done.
And a good hunk of his body could have been prosthetics.
And we never see him fly in this.
Yeah,
So
he can fly.
Yeah, he
He
has
has
wings.
wings.
Of course he does, because he's a freaking demon.
He has wings.
Wings.
So since we never see him fly, it doesn't
It could have
really
totally
need to be
it
CGI.
totally could have been makeup.
I didn't like Mia's introduction. Like, her real introduction. Not, like, the fight, but in the stands.
In the gym.
I don't understand.
We talked about this. Why does he have the book just sitting
He's just
out
sitting
in
there
front of him? And
Death Note on the cover.
It's just like put it within a book, you asshole.
And then within 5 seconds of talking to her, he's like, "Okay, you want to see this creepy book I have?" And
Like,
she's
I met
"Yeah."
you like 5 seconds ago, but the power of sexual attraction is stronger, so I feel like I should show you the shit.
Why did he trust her?
I don't know.
Why did she trust
Because
him?
she asked, apparently. Apparently, if you ask, you're bounded by the book to tell someone.
I guess he couldn't have been like, "None of your business," and then just walked away. I don't know. It was so weird.
It was
He
weird.
just it's like, yeah.
But even when
Join
he's showing
me.
her, Ryuk's like, "Are you sure you want to do this?" And it's like, not that he cared. Well, let's be honest, this was like a fucking field day for him. He's just all like,
I don't know. He's
Will Dafoe laugh.
in this. It was so easy to figure out who Kyoto was for everyone else.
Yeah. You had to admit, though, that the final climax was actually pretty suspenseful.
The chase scenes, yeah,
That was pretty awesome. It's like turned into like a parkour Assassin's Creed thing type
That was
deal.
pretty cool, but like,
I feel like in this, there was too much coincidence.
Oh god, yeah.
Like, it's all just luck. Basically.
I don't know. It
Dumb
was
luck,
stupid.
maybe.
Mhm.
I don't
It
know.
was stupid. I hated it.
I mean,
The end.
I don't think I know that Robin strictly hated it. I don't think I hated it enough. I think there were things about it that I could appreciate. Things
Such
about it,
as
obviously
Willem Dafoe.
obviously
Yeah.
that guy.
That's
Obviously
the
that.
only thing I could appreciate.
Some of the performances weren't as bad.
Lights was pretty bad.
I don't think it was.
I think,
thought
yeah.
the father was pretty forgettable.
He was his character. He had no character. So
No character. And I thought
his
Ellen was
character
entertaining.
was no character because he was Elle from the book.
He was very like
He was slouched. He sat
very
weird.
very like
His
hyperactive.
His voice was exactly
Very fidgety.
He was fidgety and uncomfortable to be around.
You just look at him and you're like, yeah, you are not a social butterfly.
No.
This is what I feel about Light's acting. I feel like when he was not showing emotion, it was okay.
When he would just sit there and kind of like ponder stuff, and you could tell that he was
But when
kind
he
of
tried to
mentally
show,
dealing with something.
when he tried to show emotion, it was bad.
Yeah.
The screaming, the
The
screams
screaming
were
were
funny.
hilarious. Just the way he screamed, because it would just come out of nowhere like ah.
He's like calm.
That
calm
whole
down.
sequence, that whole sequence when that one detention room is just coming apart and throwing things at him, and he's just screaming. We were laughing so
I was laughing at that, but I was
hard.
also so horrified because he's Light Yagami and he's freaking out. Like, that is the exact opposite of what he does. The whole book.
In the
So when you don't see an 8-foot tall demon motherfucker, you don't want to scream and run
he
and hide.
wouldn't. He wouldn't.
What? He's not a
wouldn't.
normal person.
He was
Exactly.
never-
What?
That's the whole point.
I thought
That's
in
the whole point. He's not
He
a
was
normal
never a
person.
normal
That is weird, though. I even thought in the original anime, I thought that was really weird. I'm like, dude, how are you? I know you're made by a Japanese company and all that, but how are you not freaking the hell out right now?
He did like scream once, but
He only freaked out a
Once?
few
Yeah.
times.
he
Well,
freaks
to be
out.
fair, he only freaked out maybe once.
He was freaking out the whole movie.
You just killed a bunch of people, and there's like a demon hovering over your ass, and then there's also all the cops on you. So
In the anime, he's like one chip, one name, and he's like cold as ice. He does not. Yes, but like he does not give a shit about these people. He's super calm. He's like Bruce Wayne is to Batman.
Yeah, because Batman's kind of sociopathic.
Yeah.
He's
kind of.
pretending to care. He's pretending to be a normal person, but he's more Kira than he is Light. That makes
Well,
sense.
if you think about it, Batman is like a
More
very scary
Batman than-
person.
He's more Batman than he is Bruce Wayne. Bruce Wayne is the fake one.
Oh yeah, he's
Bruce Wayne's a character. Batman's the real one.
For this, Kira is the real person. Light is just a facade.
it's just the mask.
Mhm.
It's just the mask.
That Light is the disguise.
like you put on a smile, you can fake a laugh.
And he was
and be
just
like,
I don't know. He was just so normal.
no.
Yeah.
Well, maybe that made him more relatable because
I don't need him
yeah,
to
and
be
the
relatable.
anime version was just like, yeah, okay, I'll roll with this. This one was
Well,
like,
that's
it-
what the task force was. Those were the relatable characters.
why? Because you see them a lot more.
You see them a lot more, and they
See,
react,
I wouldn't
they had
know.
families.
I
they
wouldn't
react
know.
in the normal ways.
Okay.
And
See, I
whereas
wouldn't
Light
know.
and Kira are or Elle and Kira are at these like extremes, two extremes, and then the normal people like Light's dad, the task force, sometimes Misa,
Mhm.
they're the normal people,
Mm.
Yeah.
Okay.
and they freak out and they get angry and they argue. But
Well, this is what I say. If you relate with Kira in the books, you have issues.
she is.
You
he
have
was- he was-
issues. Go see a psychiatrist.
You are a scary.
and the
individual.
same with Elle, because he's not normal either.
No.
He's outwardly not normal.
But he's
but
not
he's
like
also-
a sociopath.
Yeah, he doesn't really try to hide.
He's not certifiable. Let's be honest here.
Kind of though.
Kind of. Well,
Kind of.
besides this crazy ass driving that Robin was pointing out, be like, he's a bad driver.
He's really bad.
No, he's just angry. He just has road rage.
Okay. Sure.
Let's just say that is like he's a bad driver. Nope, road rage.
Road rage. Yeah,
Road rage.
I don't know. I just couldn't see this rendition of Elle getting away with as much. And the same for Mia.
You didn't like her.
No, I hated
She
her.
was crazy.
She was crazy the whole time. I would have never
Crazy.
trusted her.
I didn't trust her. I did for like a few minutes, and then I'm like, no, I'm going back
She's
to like
too-
not trusting you.
it's just, she's too chill with all this. That was the thing. She
And
was
you
way-
complained that he was freaking out too much?
Yeah, because that wasn't Light's personality.
I still think
would
that
go
if you saw
along-
like something like that, you'd
But
still
this is
freak
what I
out.
have a problem.
If you're
In
not,
the books,
He
Misa would have went along with whatever Light said.
in this, she was just,
She was just
Freaking
doing whatever
crazy.
she wanted. That's my problem.
they just made it completely different and took away all the things that I loved. Basically, that's why I'm mad at it.
Mhm.
They took away everything I loved and gave me that instead.
It took her everything from her.
And then they're like, no, it's a different version. Give it a chance. I don't want to give it a chance.
You just did give it a chance.
Not.
You gave it a chance by watching it.
I gave it a chance by watching it, but I didn't try and like it.
Well, let's be honest. If you didn't have Netflix, would you have gotten it just... Well, you don't have Netflix, so really dumb
I
question.
could have gotten Netflix to watch it, but probably would not have.
You'd regret it, like, seconds
Yeah,
later. You'd be
yeah.
like, get rid of Netflix! Delete!
No, I would have kept Netflix, but I would have given it the worst review I possibly could. Yeah, it wasn't good.
I can see why it was 3 stars.
Yeah, it got, like, a 36% on Rotten Tomatoes.
30. Ooh.
Something along those lines. I think it was a 36. Let me check real quick. That wasn't... I mean, and it got, like, a 7.0 on IMDb?
I think that's too good for it. It was just so weird for most of it.
Yeah.
And,
Tomato meter is 36%. Audience score is 38%.
Oh,
And
did get
it
on
had
IMDb?
some of the things they did had potential to be good.
Like
the
what?
soundtrack was bad.
Willem
though.
Dafoe. I liked the soundtrack a little.
No, it was weird.
Some of the songs played at like the worst moments. It's
that's
like
true.
you have 2 kids falling to their death and they're playing. I don't even know what that was, but I
A
know the
love
song.
song.
I'm so good. That was really weird.
Yeah.
I did like
Willem
Mia's.
Dafoe was good.
I did like Mia's death though.
That was
Of course you did, because she fell in like a bushel of flowers, and it was like
That was aesthetic 8.
that was pretty. That was
10,
pretty.
10 points for that.
Yes.
I want to... If I'm going to fall to
for
my death
a while. No, this got like a 5.4
out of 10...
on IMDb.
eh,
Ratings change every now and then. It could probably change again for all we know.
I think that's... yeah, that's probably fair.
We thought for a while if this was going to be like a sequel because it was dragging on or the climax wasn't like coming to
It
a
didn't seem
close.
like it was wrapping up.
Yeah, so we thought this was
And
going to
it-
be like a sequel.
And it definitely didn't wrap up the way the series and the manga did.
Yeah.
But just a lot of it felt like
It was just so weird.
it was, but I'm sorry, I know both of you did, but I don't think I hated it.
I mean,
I didn't like strictly
I did
love it.
I
mean,
just really, really want to read the mangas. That's all I want to
I
do.
feel like
it makes you like want to go back and watch the original anime
Oh yeah.
and reread the manga.
Oh yeah, both of those
Mhm.
religiously.
You're just like,
Uh-huh.
no, you still have this.
That was a pun.
But has it ruined
no,
it for
No.
you?
No.
you know how people will say like, "Oh, this
it ruined my
it.
childhood.
No, this isn't something your childhood could be ruined by. This just ruins the experience for you.
This ruined the experience of watching this, but the show still exists. I can go back and watch it. It's fine.
That's like how I reviewed not long ago. Probably reviewed
The
the
Mummy.
Mummy, and I said this isn't ruined by this. This is still intact
Yeah.
because this still exists.
It still exists in the same form. They just tried something and it didn't work.
Yeah, and even then, I didn't hate that. I actually loved it more because this still existed.
True.
So that was just me. That was just my opinion.
I don't believe in things ruining it.
I can't believe.
I don't
in something-
understand
I don't understand that
why people say that. It
because
didn't
it
ruin
still
it.
exists.
It's
still-
not like they deleted all the other movies from existence.
that's not like when Disney took over Star Wars and
They
they made so much stuff not canon. Are we really going to ignore the fact that it's not? Are they just going to let us accept that it's not going to be there? Because it's like, no, that's still going to be there in our minds.
yeah.
It's not like they erased it from our memory. It's still there.
I don't understand why they made that stuff not canon.
I don't either.
I
But
feel like that
I
would have
don't
been
understand that.
if they had have gone based off of the stuff that they decided wasn't canon. They might have ended up with something better than The Force
Right?
Awakens.
I mean, I don't get it.
Because The Force Awakens was just a repeat.
Yeah, we're
Of
not
the
getting
same
into that. We
things.
already have a review of that.
Yeah.
Whatever. What I like to think of a few things that aren't canon in there. I still call it canon because it's good enough to be there.
Because
So,
it makes sense.
It does make sense. Oh, thumbnail. We're all just like. Perfect. Click clickbait. No, not really. So
You need
if
to
we-
put like blood and everything for the
Yes, we're just like
And lots of emojis.
What?
Lots of emojis.
Oh god.
That's for clickbait titles, you know? Need emojis.
Why?
It wasn't good. I didn't like it. I'm gonna go home.
If you had to
Alright.
okay, is there
Rating.
anything else we want to talk about?
I feel.
Like anything else?
uh,
Because I can't compare it too much because again I haven't seen
Okay, so what do you letter and number grade?
letter and number
letter
grade.
number score. Yeah.
I'm gonna give it like a B minus.
that good.
In terms of just that I felt really entertained throughout it.
There were some good bits.
I mean, okay. How about this? I'll meet you halfway. I'll give it a C plus.
Okay.
I'll give it a C plus just for Robin, just to make her feel
There
better.
were some good bits in a sea of weird and what the fuck.
Yeah, it's like be like, yeah. Okay, I will give it like a
There was
C,
just too much
like a
that-
hard C plus.
It was too much making me uncomfortable for me to even enjoy that.
Uncomfortable in terms like it freaked you out, or just
Uncomfortable in terms of people making out while they decide who to kill.
Again,
And
that's date
while I
night for them.
While I see images of people exploding, yeah, it makes me uncomfortable. I'll be
Explode, and we
honest
went
with
through
you.
all that drizzle on like, oh, you when you're electrocuted, your head doesn't explode. I'm just like, I don't want to know how you know that. Okay, I don't know
how I
what
know
you do
that.
on your weekends, but I don't electrocute people.
They changed up the rules of the Death Note a lot, which was
I didn't even ask like
confusing.
how many freaking rules are in that
A
thing.
ton, but the fact that they changed it and I knew a lot of them made it confusing for me.
I thought it was. I didn't
Does that
even.
make
I don't
sense?
even know all the rules, but even then I knew it was confusing.
Okay, but imagine you go watch a football game
Mhm.
and then they change like 2 or 3 of the rules. Out of
Chaos,
nowhere.
chaos.
And you're like, wait,
You're like,
what?
I thought he got a first down. No, that's 15 yards out.
Yeah, so that's like 7th down.
So you're like,
7th.
okay. So for that, they said the 7-day rule. If you give the book up for 7 days, it's no longer yours or something like that.
But like,
if you don't
So
write
what does
in
that
it-
mean? Does that mean like you give it back within 7 days,
I
or
think
you
if
don't
you don't write in it
anything?
for 7 days, I don't know, anything that was made up by Light in the series
Okay.
to mislead L.
Okay.
Because
But it's
L-
real.
But in that's
That's
canon
real.
in this.
Yeah.
Okay.
Elle had him in custody.
Oh wait, we don't need to explain all this. We can
Because people have seen it.
we can review Death Note separately.
Yeah, you
This-
guys should just review
this-
that note separately.
This.
But okay, since that was confusing, what else? What else that was they changed rule wise?
First, if you gave up the Death Note, they never mentioned you lose your memories, which you
Oh,
definitely
see,
did.
I didn't know that. See, because I made this whole spiel about I wouldn't feel comfortable giving it up. Because
That
y-
mean-
and that means you piss off anyone on the streets, and
They-
it's like,
You don't know.
well,
who
probably
has
by
it.
huge coincidence, but still, it's like
Because you know it's out there, and you also know you don't.
I
know
think
who
it'd feel
has it.
better if it was like in China or like Africa somewhere, and be like, yeah, I don't have to worry about that because, well, one, I
So-
wouldn't remember, and two,
Yeah.
people aren't gonna know me over there, so.
So if you give it up, you lose all your memories. But if you take that same Death Note back, you will regain them. If that makes
Okay.
sense.
So if you, pointer fact is, you give it away, you don't remember. You get it back, you remember.
I didn't like it because Ryuk seemed like he was supposed to give the Death Note away.
And yes, that's a huge
I would have liked a
point.
lot more screen time with him.
Yeah.
In the series, the Death Note is something that each Shinigami has, one of their own.
And
they
that was
write
obviously
down-
his.
Yeah,
They
He's
write down the
supposed to
names of humans so that they can receive all the life they got from that person.
But he's kind of bored with everything going on
Yes.
up in wherever he
So
is.
he just drops it
and
to
he's
see what
just like,
happens.
let's spread some
And
chaos
it's a
and
little-
misery,
but
and I'm
he
gonna have a
breaks
freaking
a
field
rule.
day.
He breaks a rule due to that.
Yes.
And I find it weird. It's like, even, does this get resolved in the anime where he gets like punished for
No.
that or some? So he gets off
The-
scot free.
the-
yeah,
you get like a
yes.
slap on the wrist.
Okay,
to like, nope.
But they said the Shinigami don't care anymore.
They don't give a shit. Literally.
So,
They don't care what's going on.
and he also had more than one Death Note, which is why he dropped one. Because if he dropped his own, he'd be in trouble because he might not get any life.
Why does he have his own again?
So he can continue to write humans' names and get their lives.
So why does he have like the backup?
Because that one's his. The one he gives Light isn't his. I don't know.
Oh.
whose
It's
it is.
another Shinigami.
Okay.
Because
Oh.
while Light has it, he can't receive the life from the humans that it kills. That makes sense.
Okay, I
He
get
has
you.
to write it down himself.
Okay, that
But
makes
he
a
was
lot
like,
more sense.
when I give away the Death Note,
Yeah, it made it seem like he's supposed to do this thing.
He's
He keeps
supposed to-
giving it to
Ryu?
Yeah.
Like, even when he's, like, when he gets pissed
It
at him and
makes
he's
it
like, why did you kill all those FBI agents? So, wait, why can Ryu automatically, like...
He didn't, though. He just thought he did. It was Mia.
Oh, he thought he
and I
did.
also have another problem. Where's the eyes? The Shinigami eyes.
Yeah, they never made mention of that.
What do you mean?
You can you can give half of your life away to the Shinigami to get Shinigami eyes, so you can see people's names and when they'll die. That makes sense. So if I look at you, I can see Abby.
Oh! You can
yeah.
see, like, above my head. Oh, I saw it.
And
I
how-
saw that at a Nickelback concert once. It was on a music video.
Yeah.
I thought that was weird. Okay, now I get that. Okay,
And
that makes sense.
that's also why he continues to use Misa, which is her name.
Because
Yeah.
Misa gives away her half of her life.
And so he doesn't have to. And now
She
he
gives
does.
away half of her life twice.
Ugh.
Yeah.
So
weird.
imagine that. Cut.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, and like I was saying, back to when like got mad at Ryo, he was explaining, I'll just take it back and we'll be done with each other. If
Yeah,
it sounds like he could take it back any old time he wanted to.
but he couldn't because, at least in the series, Light would have to give it away.
But in this, it sounded like he could almost take it back and be like, "Bitch, I can do whatever I want with it." I mean, obviously he didn't want to, or he didn't because obviously the series keep progressing. But he's like, "I could take it back," almost. But it didn't sound like he was threatening to take it back.
Yeah.
And
It was more
weird
like, "Hey, if
because-
you don't want to do this, I'll just take it back."
And it was weird because he had also given away the Death Note before, and that wasn't the case in the manga.
I thought that was interesting how he gave it to someone before, and it's kind of that scary image of, oh shit, somebody had this before me, and something bad clearly happened, because Ryuk's like, oh, yeah, the previous owner passed on. I'm like, passed
also-
on? Sure he did, you jack.
Also, they make no mention of other Shinigami, which is interesting.
I mean, you
And
have
there's
that book,
no-
you have the book that Light has, and he's flipping through, and you're like, oh, you can see them in, like, the pictures, but you can't.
But also, and it makes no mention of what he would even have a Death Note for, Ryuk. It's
'cause
just this
doesn't
thing he
explain
has,
that.
and he gives it to other people.
Yeah, he just explains what it is. It's like, oh, I don't explain who I am, what I'm doing here, what's the purpose of it is. It's just like, here's the dealio, here's how
Here's
this
a book,
thing
you
works.
want it? Okay.
It's like, I feel like you should be, he's just sitting there like, I feel like you should be questioning me a lot more, but you're not, so I'm gonna roll with it.
It was weird. It's weird. That was weird. The rules were weird in this.
I didn't get it. Like, so many rules. It's like, yeah, there's so many rules, but you can't explain them very well. There's like shit ton of loopholes,
Well,
too.
see, in the manga, at the start of every chapter, it gives you one new rule.
Oh, that's cool.
So you understand it as you go along.
That should have like been like a thing, like a transition
yeah.
thing. Like every time you transition to a new scene or just something happens and it just goes black.
Because in this,
new
he's just
rule.
like, rules. Okay, what?
Yeah, you look at it like, I don't mean like give all of them, but you look like through the book and you're like, holy shit, there's like 96 rules
And you
in
can't
here.
even see them. And he doesn't explain them. And
If I googled them, would all the rules be there?
Yeah,
How many rules are there?
a ton. Just a ton.
There's
I
no
don't
like
know.
specific number?
I don't know it.
Oh. I'm gonna Google it.
666.
I'm gonna laugh if that's the actual number. I always say when in doubt, Google it. Unless it's a medical condition, you consult a
I'd
doctor.
give it a C minus.
How many rules
I would give it a Z
are
minus.
in the Death Note?
I didn't hate it that much, but I also
No.
didn't like it.
The moment when you can't spell anything.
No, I would give it a C minus.
C minus.
Yes. See, I only give it a C plus because Robin's like, you're being that generous.
I feel like a B minus is pretty generous for that.
How many rules? Yahoo, you're not any help. It says there's 5.
There are not.
There's not 5. Well, it was
You
back
should
in-
look up Death Note on Wikipedia. That'll probably have it better.
We're all just Googling it now, aren't we?
Yes.
Oh, there are 65 rules.
65.
65
That wasn't
rules.
all that
Yeah,
bad.
that's probably enough. Yeah. So, C plus, C minus,
C
C
minus.
minus. Add an extra minus in there for good measure. Okay, so yeah, it wasn't as creepy as I was kind of hoping it would be.
You were, but I thought you said it would be too scary.
No, I was actually excited because I wanted to see how creepy it would get. I mean, it's Netflix.
Yeah.
Netflix is pretty good at making their original movies and original series is creepy and good.
This was bad. You know, like.
That's okay. You still have the original stuff.
True, and I'll go back home.
There's gonna be.
She's gonna go home.
There is going to be a sequel.
There is gonna be.
There is?
Yes.
I'll skip out on that one. It's not.
How do
even-
you know?
I looked up.
I want to see the title to that.
It's going to be Death Note.
It says what about, doesn't mean confirmed.
But doesn't it seem that way?
They were setting it up for
They were
sequel.
Ah,
Sorry.
Jesus. Her phone
Sorry.
scared me.
Sorry.
Even without that, I could tell there's gonna be a 2.
We
Well,
totally thought it was going to be a sequel.
Yeah.
I guess it kind of could do that because how did the original end?
It ends with Light dying.
Oh, I know that much. So what happens to the Notebook and Ryuk?
He takes it back to the Shinigami realm.
And Misa dies 1 month later
Why 1 month?
because she cut her lifespan in half twice.
So she had a quarter of her life left, and then she died.
only get a month and then you're dead. Then you're gone. Sorry. So sorry, not
And
sorry.
another thing they didn't mention, Ryu, as soon as he met Light, he said you can't go to heaven or hell
Once you own the Death Note.
once you write it.
Yeah.
You kill somebody.
So you end up in limbo.
It was weird. They pretty much gutted it and then said, yeah,
Again.
this is fine.
This is great. This is great, laddie.
It was bad. I didn't like it. I won't watch. If there is a sequel, I will definitely not watch it.
She's gonna watch it.
I will definitely not watch
She's
it.
gonna watch
I'm
it.
not
She's
watching
going
it.
to watch it.
And when I get home, I'm going to watch more Death Note. Not really, because I'm going to work.
Not really, because I'm going to work. Me, I'm gonna go take a nap because that was a lot to take
Last
in.
thoughts.
Overall, I'm sorry, and I know you hate me for this.
No,
thought,
I don't.
I thought it was okay.
I don't care.
I thought it was. I didn't think it was horrible. I didn't think it was great, but I thought it was
think
passable.
if you had seen it, you wouldn't like it either.
What?
I think if you had seen,
Seen the original?
you would hate this too.
Maybe I don't know. Maybe it's just because I'm really open-minded and just maybe I'm too positive about some stuff. I could never be a movie critic. No, I will admit when something is flat out bad.
And this
Avatar:
wasn't-
The Last Airbender. The Last Airbender. You think that's great?
There were parts of it that were nice, but I didn't
the
say
movie.
But I don't think it was a good film.
The storyline.
Story
I
sucked.
remember-
Acting story sucked.
Whitewashing.
Whitewashing.
Well, they
yeah.
didn't really whitewash anybody because they made the entire Fire Nation Indian instead.
They made our main characters white.
Ish.
Ish.
The kid who played Aang was Asian, wasn't he?
No.
I don't know. Oh
No,
my god, that is another movie for another
Okay,
time.
well,
Yeah.
It'll be
yeah,
another
yeah.
flick of the week.
No.
Oh
Because
no.
then we'd actually have to watch it.
No, see, we have to do at least a roster of bad movies.
Yeah,
Oh.
we do.
The Kiss movie.
The what?
The Kiss
Kiss
movie.
movie.
Like the band?
the band
Yeah.
Kiss
What?
had a movie.
No.
And it was awful. That sounds
Please
like a
tell
BuzzFeed
me,
article.
Please tell me it's like when Kiss meets Scooby-Doo.
No. I'll give you one line that basically sums up the whole movie. We have got to get out of here.
You're upset.
Okay, let me tell you the
5
storyline. Let me
No,
tell
no,
you.
I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it at
We'll watch
all.
it. If I can get my hands on it, we're watching it.
I'm pretty sure we can find it anywhere at the library.
Probably not.
Maybe online.
Online, definitely.
We're gonna.
Alright, that's probably it for this very roundabout review. I hated
Yes.
it. She didn't. She hated it.
She's gonna watch the sequel. I will make you watch the sequel.
I will write my own name in the Death Note before I watch it. Not really. I'd
Oh,
watch
I thought
this.
I thought you were gonna write mine. You'd be like, no, I'm gonna kill
I'm not
Abby.
watching this!
No. Fine. If it's that important to you, I won't make you watch it.
I refuse to watch any more of this garbage. Garbage.
You smell
Trash. Thank you.
nice. You smell nice. Okay, so yeah, thought it was pretty good. Didn't like it. Didn't like. I'm doing like a halfway.
You're.
Maybe. No! Can't change the verdict.
Two
Like-
thumbs down.
Mm,
2 thumbs way down.
wait, is this like equal to bad or worse or good?
I
I
guess
guess if you had to be like
I can only do one.
You could do.
you can go like this.
This is like halfway for me. Nah, you're both agreeing with me.
No. It's bad.
Being like,
Bad,
yeah,
bad,
like
bad.
that. All right, I guess that's it for us.
Yeah.
We still have to review Wonder Woman.
And I need to film a review for Baby Driver.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do. Because I encourage you both to do reviews, like, not just with me.
Yeah, I know, but I'm like super lazy and I forget stuff.
She is super lazy.
And I
don't
forget
really
stuff
watch
all the time, including...
new movies.
Yeah, we still haven't done Wonder Woman, and that's...
We need to
fun.
do Wonder Woman because Wonder Woman.
I'm
is
sure
awesome.
everyone's seen it by now, but we
It's
cannot...
been like, what, 3 months? 2 months?
But it was still sold out when I went to see it. And
Really?
that was like an actual month after it had
That
been
is
released.
hilarious.
But I
That
can't...
DC.
I can't sing the praises of Wonder Woman enough. I don't think anybody
Oh,
could. It
no,
was just,
they cannot. We have to probably wait until it comes out on DVD again so
And
that we
then-
can rewatch it and then review it.
yeah.
Okay. So, yeah, that pretty much sums everything up for us. So, what do we say? We say beautiful and spontaneous like a glitter bomb.
Yeah.
Like a glitter bomb! Bye-bye.
Bye.